Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to the YouTube channel of JJ Prime Reviews. Yes, we are. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry for the hiatus on the channel, and because you know, it took me a while to get some new figures, and hey, I finally got some new guys, and I'm pretty sure I unboxed them in the live stream as well. So do check that live stream out. It was a very fun live stream I had. So do check that out. But today we're going to take a look at the Transformers Studio Series Gamer Edition Deluxe Class War for Cybertron Barricade, and he's aight. He's aight. he's okay. He's alright. You know, nothing spectacular, but you know, it's a nice one. You know, it's a nice one. But anyway, so before we go into deep detail with this figure, we're going to show off some various images of the packaging itself. So let's get it on, man. Let's go! And here we have Barricade, fully transformed into his Cybertronian vehicle mode. And I gotta say, the vehicle mode definitely looks spectacular. I know I said in my intro there's nothing spectacular about this guy. I was just kidding. But anyway, only the car mode looks spectacular in my opinion. It looks quite awesome. Definitely this is where the figure really shines. We got the Decepticon symbol on the front there, got some nice purple paint on for the headlights going on here. Got this thing, the front bumper, all that stuff. We got some rolling wheels, which is pretty cool, and some nice silver paint and some purple lines going on down here, and some purple paint going here, purple and all grayish, and all the black and the yellows. And yeah, very nicely done vehicle mode, very clean going on here, very nice. Absolutely love this vehicle mode. You can see the back portion here is nicely detailed, very nicely detailed. This reminds me of a Batmobile. Definitely reminds me of the Batmobile. Very cool. But I wish the back portion was a bit more colorful. Wish there was more paint on the back, but well, it is what it is. But it still looks nice though. Still looks really nice. So yeah, very nicely done vehicle mode. I definitely will say Hasbro did a pretty good job with this vehicle right here. Love it. So he does definitely roll very freely, so that's pretty cool. All right, so yeah, I mean, nothing much to talk about. I'm you know, just saying that it looks good. It looks really good. So yeah, very nice. So I'm glad that we're getting more Gamer Edition figures in the Studio Series line, because when I reviewed that Optimus Prime, man, I loved that Optimus Prime. I fell in love with that Optimus Prime figure from the Gamer Edition subline, and now I have Barricade. Yay! So I'm very happy, and this is the first time that the video game Barricade is getting a toy. So yeah. So yeah, now he does include one accessory. He includes this gun right here, so nicely designed, although it definitely looks a little bit small, you know, because you look at the size of the gun compared to the size of the car. Definitely a small gun. So but still looks pretty nice. Now, the way to store this gun in the vehicle mode, there is this tab right here. It will go into this square port, so just plug this on right here, and definitely Barricade can shoot some Autobots while driving. So yeah, you know, not too bad of a storage. You know, it's a Cybertronian vehicle, so of course the guns are gonna stick out and just shoot the Autobots. So it works out pretty well. So let's bring in some size comparisons. Here we have Gamer Edition Barricade compared with the Gamer Edition Voyager class Optimus Prime, and they look pretty good together. Man, I love these designs. You know, I love the video game designs, and it's cool to see them getting more toys in the main line. So I'm very happy. So anyway, moving on. And just because, here we have the Gamer Edition Barricade compared with the Movieverse Barricade. So you can see how the two Barricades look together. So alright, so that's pretty much it. Fully alt mode comparisons right here. Okay, so I think we're pretty much done with the vehicle mode right here, so let's just transform this guy into his robot mode. So let's just take off his gun right here, and oh, I forgot to mention one thing. Yes, this can carry a blast effects blast effects part, if you want to use them. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. All right, so let me put the gun off to the side, and we shall begin the transformation. So transformation on this guy is quite easy to do. So you just want to slide this whole section right here, just slide this out, and just bring this to the back like so. And you can see he reveals his head and his chest. Well, part of the chest, and you can't really see the rest of him once you untap things and all that stuff. So just untap the arms from the sides, untap the arms around the sides, and just bring the arms up, bring the shoulders up like that. And now for the arms here, you just rotate this around, and you want to open up this panel right here, and you can flip out hand right now, and then you just rotate the hand around like so, and close that up, and there you have an arm all done. Just rotate it a little bit more. There we go. So there you have an arm all done and ready. So do the same thing on the other side. Just rotate this around like that, and then just bring the hand out, rotate the hand around just like that. Make sure you get the hand straightened out, and there we go. Alright, there we go. There we have that. There we have that. So yeah, we got the arms ready to go. So now we have to deal with the legs right here. So just split. I can bring this down now, and then you can split the legs like so. And then you have to rotate the waist 180, just like that. And then you want to untap this section right here, and this will just rotate around. Rotate this around, and then bring this up, and that will just thoop into place. Not thoop, I mean, it will just rest in there. It will just rest in there. It doesn't really tab in super securely, but it just rests in there. So just bring down the foot like that. You want to bring this all the way down until it tabs into place. So just bring this all the way down until it tabs into place. I kind of wish this could come down a little bit more so that this serves as a heel spur, but well, it is what it is. So now we got one leg all done. So do the same thing on the other side. So just untap all of this and just rotate this up and rotate this around, and this will just soft tab into place. Soft tab. Bring the foot down, and then you just bring all this way down until it tabs into place, just like that. And there you have the legs all done and ready. Are we done? No, we're not done yet, because we still need to deal with this whole backpack section right here. So this will just unclip. It clips in very securely. There we go. Just unclip this, bring all this down, and this square port will go over this square tab right here. So just bring this over, and this will making sure that everything is lined up properly. Whoops, I don't think I have everything lined up properly. There we go, and there we go, and making sure that this will tab in, go in securely. Come on, and you have to make sure that then this is on a double hinge, and you have to make sure that hinge is down like that, so this is more flush. And I think we're done. Are we done? Yes, we're done. Woo, we are done. So there we have Barricade fully transformed into his robot mode. And the design looks okay. I mean, it looks good, but he definitely suffers for a bit. Like articulation wise, he definitely is a little bit limited, but he looks fine. You know, he looks pretty cool. I mean, I like the design of this Barricade. It looks pretty cool. I like it. I dig it. So let's bring it close here so we can take a look at the head sculpt. It definitely looks like a good Barricade head sculpt, well, from the video games anyway. Nice yellow for the eyes, although it kind of looks like he is tearing up. You know, he looks like he's sad. He looks like he's crying. So I feel bad for him. So he's crying because he's limited. So yeah, Got a nice Decepticon symbol on the chest right here. I love the paintwork on the chest. Looks really, really good. And you know, nice. I mean, if you take off the kibble, he definitely looks a little bit better. You know, if you actually just take off the wheel from that section right here, you know, he will look a lot better. So, but you know, in terms of the animation model, I believe the wheels are supposed to be up here, but they should be in like. What Hasbro could have done is just bring it closer a little bit more, so it sits more flush. But oh well, it is what it is. But I think what we got, it seems to. I think it seems fine. You know, it seems fine for what it is. Yes, he does have a huge backpack, but you know, I don't really care much about backpacks, so it doesn't really upset me. So yeah, it's just only these things is kind of bothering me. But oh well, it is what it is. At least he still has a smooth transformation, so that's good. So yeah. So now let's talk about the articulation with this figure. The head is on a ball joint, but mine is super stiff, so I'm not gonna bother rotating the head a full 360. He can use this hinge if you want to. He can do that if you want to. The shoulders, they can rotate a full 360. He can move in and out that far. He has a bicep swivel. You have an elbow joint. 90 degrees up bend, you only get that far. And of course there is a wrist rotation, but it can't rotate this way because the thumb, this panel gets in the way of the thumb, so yeah, it can only rotate outwards. But there is a wrist swivel right there. He does have a waist rotation. Legs can move up. Wait. Legs can move up that far. Can move back only that far. He can only move out that far. He has a thigh swivel right there, and he does have a knee bend. And if you move this section around, it can free up the legs a little bit. So he does have a knee bend under 90 degrees, so you only get that much of knee bend right there. The feet can move up and down. Well, it can't really move down, you can only move up due to transformation. And there's no ankle tiltage, unfortunately, so that's one of my main issues with this figure. He has no ankle tilts. I wish he had ankle tilts, but oh well, it is what it is. How dare you, Barricade? How dare you? See, I wish he had heel spurs, you know. Oh well, he doesn't have heel spurs, he only has the big flat feet, but oh well, it is what it is. How dare you fall on me? But anyway, so he can hold his gun. Well, not hold his gun, I don't think he can hold it. But I'm gonna try something here. Can he hold it? Can he hold it in his hand? No, he can't. You can't use this to plug into his hand, unfortunately. The only way that he can use his gun is that you unplug the right arm right here, and you just plug in this section right here, and there we go. There we have Barricade's gun plugged onto his arm. So yeah, I mean, I like this gimmick. I dig this gimmick. So yeah, I really like this gimmick. You can mix and match between Optimus Prime's gun and Barricade's gun. So that's pretty cool. And another thing you can do is that you can store this gun on the back of the robot. So if you don't want to use it, you can just store it back there. But if you use this gun and you want to store the arm somewhere, I guess you could use this tab to store the gun, to store it right here. Definitely a little bit snug right here, but you could do that if you really want to. It does stay in, so hey. So yeah, but I mean, for now, I'm just gonna plug this in right here because I want him to look complete with two arms. So all right, so I'm just gonna store the gun right here. So there we go. All right, and there we go. I don't need to have the gun. I don't need to use the gun for Barricade right now. So I'm only just gonna use it in my toy photography, and that's it. So yeah. All right. So let us bring in some comparisons. here is Barricade compared with the Gamer Edition Optimus Prime, and yeah, they look pretty good together. I will say, they definitely look quite good together. So anyway, moving on. And here we have Gamer Edition Barricade compared with the Movieverse Barricade. So you can see how the two Barricades look together. So that is pretty much it for the robot mode comparisons right here. Okay, so here are my final thoughts on the Transformers Studio Series Gamer Edition Deluxe Class Barricade. And yeah, not great, unfortunately. The vehicle mode looks great. You know, I love the design of the vehicle mode. Love it, love it, love it. But the robot mode definitely falls short a little bit. I mean, if you look at him straight, if you look at him dead on, he looks good. You know, I like the design of the robot mode. It's just that, you know, the way he's made, you know, his articulation, you know, is very, very limited. You know, especially in the leg area. And I wish he had more elbows, like maybe a double jointed elbow. That would have helped a great deal. And of course, I wish he had ankle tilts. You know, if he had ankle tilts, that would have helped the articulation a lot more. And of course, better knee movement, because he doesn't have a lot of knee bend right there. So because this is literally the best pose I can put him in. I can't really copy the animation model in that pose right there. I can't do that. So unfortunately, yeah, there's a lot of junk hanging off of him, and that's a bit unfortunate. I mean, he does have a lot, like every joint on this figure is super solid, like super solid. Especially in the head area. The head is super snug. Like on my copy, it's super snug. So there's nothing loosey-goosey on this figure, thankfully. And the transformation is definitely smooth. It's fun to do. So he's definitely an enjoyable figure to mess with, and an enjoyable figure to transform back and forth. So he does have that going on. It's just that I wish that his articulation was a little bit better. So I feel like they're falling behind in terms of articulation with this figure. So but you know, Optimus Prime was excellent. So I was waiting to see how this guy turned out, and even though this was his first time getting a figure, I feel like this figure is a bit underwhelming. A little bit underwhelming in my opinion, but it's a nicely done version of video game Barricade, I guess. I still like it, but I don't love it. So yeah. But all right. So if I were to rank this guy from a scale of 1 to 10, I think I'm just gonna give him a decent 6.5 out of 10. Yeah, I think that is the grade that he deserves. 6.5 out of 10. Yeah, not great, not bad. It's just somewhere in the middle. So yeah. All right. So I think that's pretty much it. So I got this guy from One Toy. But if you want to get this guy of your own for your video game collection, good luck. And I hope he works for you. Yeah. Oh yeah, before I finish, before I end it off, I will say that I still like the gimmick of him being able to switch his arm for the gun. So I think that's still a pretty cool gimmick in my opinion. So I think it works. Still works. Alright, that's all I want to say. That's all I want to say. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are completely new to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. And while you're at it, click that notification bell icon down below as well, so that you will never miss any of my new videos coming up in the future. And I think that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for me to say. So they have the Transformers Studio Series Gamer Edition Deluxe Class Warper Cybertron Barricade. And this is JJ Prime signing off. Peace out to all one, and I'll see you guys next time. Yes.
Greetings, Transformers fans. My name is Alita One. I would like to thank you for watching JJ Prime Reviews. If you would like to see more reviews, live unboxings, or even tutorials on the channel, hit the subscribe button and smash that bell icon to get notified when a new video is uploaded on the channel. Thank you and see you next time. Till all are one.